In the Fertile Crescent of Mesopotamia, between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, humanity took its first steps toward organized society. By the 4th millennium BCE, the Sumerians had established city-states like Uruk, Ur, and Lagash, each with its own gods, kings, and traditions. These city-states were the cradle of civilization, but they were also prone to conflict, competing for resources, trade routes, and dominance. It was in this turbulent landscape that the Empire of Akkad emerged, uniting the region under a single ruler for the first time in history. The story of the Akkadian Empire begins with a man of humble origins, Sargon of Akkad. According to legend, Sargon was born to a lowly priestess who placed him in a reed basket and set him adrift on the Euphrates River. He was found by a gardener who raised him as his own. Sargon's rise to power was as dramatic as his origin story. He began as a cupbearer to Ur-Zababa, the king of Kish, but his ambition and charisma soon set him apart. Sargon overthrew Ur-Zababa and established his own city, Akkad, the exact location of which remains a mystery to this day. With Akkad as his base, Sargon embarked on a series of military campaigns, conquering the Sumerian city-states one by one. His victories were not just the result of superior military strategy, but also his ability to unite the diverse peoples of Mesopotamia under a single banner. Sargon's empire stretched from the Persian Gulf to the Mediterranean Sea, encompassing modern-day Iraq, Syria, and parts of Iran and Turkey. Under Sargon and his successors, the Akkadian Empire became a beacon of innovation and cultural achievement. The Akkadians adopted and adapted Sumerian culture, including their cuneiform writing system, which they used to record administrative, religious, and literary texts. The empire's bureaucracy was highly organized, with officials overseeing trade, agriculture, and taxation. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Akkadian Empire was its ability to integrate diverse peoples and cultures. The Akkadians spoke a Semitic language, distinct from the Sumerian language, but they respected and preserved Sumerian traditions. This cultural synthesis laid the foundation for future empires in the region. Trade flourished under the Akkadians, with goods flowing from as far away as the Indus Valley and Anatolia. The empire's wealth was evident in its monumental architecture, including temples, palaces, and fortifications. The Akkadians also pioneered new artistic styles, such as the famous Victory Stele of Naram-Sin, which depicted the king as a godlike figure conquering his enemies. Sargon's grandson, Naram-Sin, is often considered the empire's greatest ruler. He expanded the empire to its greatest extent, conquering new territories and suppressing rebellions. Naram-Sin declared himself a god, a bold move that reflected the empire's confidence and power. His reign marked the zenith of Akkadian dominance, but it also sowed the seeds of the empire's decline. Naram-Sin's deification angered many of his subjects, particularly the Sumerians, who viewed their kings as servants of the gods, not gods themselves. This cultural tension, combined with the strain of maintaining such a vast empire, began to erode the Akkadians' grip on power. The Akkadian Empire's decline was as dramatic as its rise. By the end of Naram-Sin's reign, the empire faced internal strife, economic difficulties, and external threats. The Gutians, a nomadic people from the Zagros Mountains, invaded Mesopotamia, sacking cities and destabilizing the region. The Akkadian Empire, already weakened by overextension and rebellion, collapsed under the pressure. The fall of Akkad was not just a political event, but also a cultural and psychological blow. Later Mesopotamian texts, such as the Curse of Akkad, blamed the empire's collapse on Naram-Sin's hubris, claiming that he had angered the gods by destroying the Temple of Enlil in Nippur. Whether or not this story is true, it reflects the enduring legacy of the Akkadian Empire in the collective memory of Mesopotamia. Though the Akkadian Empire lasted only about 200 years, its impact on world history was profound. It was the first empire in human history, setting a precedent for future empires like Babylon, Assyria, and Persia. The Akkadians demonstrated that diverse peoples could be united under a single ruler, creating a model of governance that would endure for millennia. The Akkadian language became the lingua franca of the ancient Near East, used in diplomacy, trade, and literature for centuries. The empire's cultural achievements, from its art to its legal codes, influenced subsequent civilizations, including the Babylonians and the Assyrians. Even today, the story of the Akkadian Empire resonates as a testament to the power of ambition, innovation, and resilience. It reminds us that the rise and fall of empires is a recurring theme in human history, shaped by the interplay of leadership, culture, and circumstance. The ruins of Akkad may be lost to time, but its legacy endures. From the towering ziggurats of Mesopotamia to the modern nations of the Middle East, the echoes of the world's first empire can still be heard. The story of Akkad is not just a tale of conquest and power, but also a reminder of humanity's enduring quest for unity, meaning, and greatness.